Hi viewers, welcome back. In this video, we'll do a bit of JavaScript jQuery and Ajax, and we'll transfer our data towards the PHP file which we have just created. There's nothing in it, just ending and starting PHP tags. So in the last video, we just made this uh, graphical user interface of our chat room app. And now we will start our jQuery. jQuery start with the $, and then we say document dot ready, then function. What does it mean? This line mean when our page has been loaded completely, then we can start processing our jQuery, whatever we want to do with that. So we have to start with this line because it's important that our jQuery starts when the page has been finished loading. So we'll start with $, again. Function we're gonna do, we're gonna just select this button. And how do we do it? This one, # and buttons ID, which is button 2. This one, button ID. Now this button has been selected. What we want to do, we're going to click and then click and then function. Again, same process. When the button is clicked, then some function should happen. So what do we want to do with this when the button is clicked? Actually, we want to grab the values from these inputs and then bring them to the next page, which is data.php. And finally, we want to process this through our PHP file and put them into the database. But initially, we'll see how to send and get the values back just without putting into the database. Just saving these values first in the variables, and then after that we'll put in the database. So what we're gonna do, to save the values in variables, we'll call two variables. First we're gonna call var name, we'll call it name, and then again select the ID of the first field, which is this one, and this has ID of name. So name dot val. So this has saved how to save the value in a variable in jQuery. So jQuery we have to in the variable. So next field is this one, chat. So it has an ID of chat. Just change. It's important that you put here the ID, which is this one, and in this case this one. So there are two variables we have declared in a jQuery, and let's do some ajax. So we put ajax in this format. This one, ajax has few parameters. One is method. First one is method. We wanna do post method, comma. Next one is URL. So URL is data.php. Where do we want to send these values? And third one is what do you want to save data? So in this one we'll put like this, var we'll call it name, and then save in this name, whatever you will give name. So this will carry the value of this one, this variable, this name parameter. Again, comma. Second parameters will carry the value of chat. So we'll call it message or chat, whatever you want to call it. and this will carry the value of this one. And that's it. For now, we're bringing the values from these variables, from these inputs, to the next page, PHP page. So let's save in the PHP page these values. So we'll call this a name as well. Here's the method of little bit different method in PHP, saving the variables, declaring the variables a little bit different. So first one is name, and let's say over time, copy and paste, and we'll call it again. Here you, whatever you want to call, you can call it, but these values here should be the matching. These values should match with these one. Yeah, so what we are doing, saving the values, taking the values from input and then saving in these variables, and then transferring them into these parameters, and these parameters will bring the values into these variables again in the PHP. Let's echo these values. Echo name and echo chat. So let's echo these values first. Save. And so this PHP page, users will not see this. This is everything is background, but we want to bring these values back in our index PHP. How do we do that? Done function and here we go. Again jQuery chat text. We want to show this in this div tag, which is chat text, which is empty. There's nothing in it, no HTML in it. So we wanna put in this one. Let's say what this function is. In this function we can call it data, and we want to bring this data in this empty div in the form of HTML. Let's save this. Now put your name. Hi, how are you? Save. Echo chat. Warning var chat. Yeah. Data done function. Loading data done function. Oh sorry, spell here. Chat text. So save it. And hello, how are you? So here's the values are coming back. So we're just displaying them into this div, and these values here, if you want to just put a bit of space here, so in these two variables we just put a little colon and spaces around them, put a little dot here, so it will put the space in it. How are you? There you go. So but it's just show you how it works actually. It taking the values from these inputs, storing them into the variables, then these variables storing them again into these parameters, and then they are bringing here and saving them into the PHP file in the variables, and then echoing them and then bringing them back in here. This code is just putting them in the form of HTML, this data. So the next video will put this data into the database and pulling the data from the database, because this is only a temporary. This will not stay here, this will go away, and neither we can save our chat history as well. So see you in the next video.